close to Ojuanu, we can help you for guiding that man very well. We can do that. But do not follow some crooked ways. That crooked ways, it will not work in a case like this.
Papariano, my dear. You know that in November.
I just want to clear your doubt. We are not waiting for any DNA. DNA is not anywhere right now as instant. We are still contemplating on which court to send it to and which lawyer. Go on.
Remember this. You know, in November, we did an analysis on your platform. Why we say these and these are things that these guys should be doing. In December, we did the same thing. In January, we did the same thing. But there has been a precedence. And I will continue to say that as much as I do not owe brief for anybody, I owe brief for justice. Now, if you are seeking justice for all, you leave all stone unturned, then every party that claims to be interested in this matter must do right by everybody. You know, anytime we ask questions, they will say, we are doing it underground. We don't want to tell you what we are doing. We continue to ask them, what are you doing underground? For 5 months, underground came to nothing, only when they went to Brekete. Again, we ask the question, what exactly is Brekete taking care of? They said, no, you should not be asking that because Brekete said he's a billionaire. Brekete said he will do this. If you are seeking help from someone, you should know where the person will help you. The person will not probably help you 360. What are you doing? And I've said this time and time again. The criminal aspect will be handled by the states and probably NGOs that are interested. The civil matter is that of the family. The family claims, or the people around the family claim, that they have a lawyer. The lawyer, what does the lawyer do? You are working on the ground. When you ask questions, they see you as someone that is
who
against.
Who is that lawyer? Who is even that lawyer? Tiny lawyer. Who is that lawyer? Who is that lawyer?
Odumosu lives in UK. The only time I've heard him spoke was when he went to that Ghanaian radio station. The other people that speak on behalf are other people like us who have taken charge.
I heard him speak too. I heard them speak.
They talk everywhere. But in the last 1 week, they've been fighting each other. They've been yapping each other. You either yap this, you yap that, you yap east, or you yap west. Everybody seems to come to be calling. By the end of the day, this is the problem. They lose focus by chasing shadows. We've kind of gotten respite that Brekete is interested. But how do you make your demand clear? Because all these people, they check what we talk about. How much do they that claim to have the ears and the eyes of this man, how much do they advise this man? We can't see it. We cannot see it. They will come today and say, everything is fine, this is it. You wait for 1 week, nothing is happening. This is the problem. This is the problem. And when the public talks, they say, wait till concern now family business. Come on, what are we talking about?
That's what I say. It's a negotiating week. Those 10 weeks is a negotiating week. That's how I may have termed it. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting to be proven wrong.
I don't talk before say I go give them 150 liter of sapele water. I don't tell them because I know all this Jimmy. What are we talking about now? What are we talking about? If you want to catch a monkey, you don't behave like the monkey. You learn the monkey's way and stuck to your gun so that when the monkey moves, you shoot it. You are not a friend to the monkey. You are not friends to people that don't want you to win this case. You are their enemy and you should think ahead of them. But you continue to behave as if you are the accused.
They are behaving as if they are the accused. Right? It's like it's entangled. They are looking for a way that they can, and that's why they are trying to see that all of us to become one, and they can talk to, like when all of us are one, they will not stop us. Hey, don't talk about it. Hey, calm down, be up there. Yes, hey, speak on this direction. When you want to speak the silent truth, don't go here. Then they will eventually bring out what they want to bring. It doesn't work like that. You know, we don't wise pass on this person. We go expose anything. We go analyze them. We've lettered, but thank God. I be linguistics, I be scientist, I go elaborate everything. Better me better say I no fit do am. Okay, I don't tire. Make you know say don't tire. Or make nobody do. It better make it dey make you know say government no fit do am than say make nothing, make the real thing no happen. Better make government give up say I no fit do am. There's nothing I can do. But we no say no fit do anything. No be say make we begin dey bobo ourselves around say na today 9 person dey sick case.
You know Yoruba have this adage. Yoruba have this adage. They say, how you are wise in the house of the husband, so are you wise in the house of the concubine. Everybody get brain. You are fighting against criminals and you are behaving as if you are subvented to these criminals. They are thinking ahead of you. They have the power. They have the finances. They have the muscles. They are using all the strategy well. I spoke on some time ago. I said what you need here is critical thinking and strategies. What are we doing with them?
And
We
again,
talk.
you know, moreover, right? The Berekete, who is an activist for me, you need the public support. Because if you're fighting against the government, you need the public by your side. You cannot be going underground. When you're going underground, that favors the government.
Yes.
But when you have the public by your side, the government will be careful because it's the people that the government is answering to. Once you as an individual, you have all these people behind you. What is government?
You know what they pay me for this matter be this? If all these groups want fund, they will call the public to raise money. When the public asks question, they will say, don't ask question. You will release our strategy. What bloody strategy?
I said name one thing that Berekete has done. I mean, all of them. Sometimes to be like we are ungrateful. I don't want to be saying these things. I mean, we are bigger than this. Come on. We want to pay money. If you pay money, we will know what we would have been getting. But you say don't pay money, don't bring this, don't bring this. Then what are we achieving now? We want to be asking, we want to know where we are. Kilo Shelley now. What we could have easily used money to get. You said no, don't bring money. You said let me do everything. Okay, what is happening? Hello,
you know this thing is simple.
Maybe let me 1 minute, please, before I'll go to cook rice. Let me just get some input from the other panelists. Then we'll have a round thought. We'll come back again. Is there anything you want to say before I bring it in?
Buy non-sticky pot now. Buy non-sticky pot. If you burn, you go wash up. Buy non-sticky pot.
No, me, I won't go catch me. I won't make gonna talk. They go. Me, I will get my food. Man, I talk. They go. Yeah. All right. Are they come?
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Papariano.
Yeah. Good morning, bros.
Yeah. Morning, John.
Good morning. Yeah.
Morning, John.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Concerning this issue that is being brought up today, it's a well and reasonable topic that we're supposed to have been talking about even before today. But it is quite unfortunate that the people we think we trust about this issue, which are always giving us some kind of idea or mindset that they can do it better, they are not moving it forward. But now, what I think is we need to talk to some people within ourselves. Though to my own belief as well, it is not everything we can come online to discuss about. It will give other parts that are working against us some kind of idea on what we want to do. But having said that, there are supposed to be some kind of reflection on whatever they are doing that will give us the belief that they are really doing it better and they are working more. But on this issue now, to me, they are not doing anything yet. But now, what I think we can do is to call on maybe Baba himself to talk to him on how far they have gone about this issue. How far? And the first thing we need to even know is which angle is Berekete handling this case from? Is it on the criminal aspect alone, or is it handling everything for us? We need to know this. We need to know our stand. We need to know Berekete's stand so that we can know what else to do. We can't be coming here every day talking about this issue without knowing where we stand. We need to know where we stand. We need to know what we are fighting for, so that at the end of the day, we will not find ourselves to be blamed for failing to do the right thing at the right time. So thank God Papariano bring up this issue this morning. It is not too late for us to make an amendment or to do some kind of correction that we need to do. So it is not too late. Let us leave the blaming or how we do it wrong or who do it wrong. Let's now focus on what are we going to do that will make it right. So I think that should be the next thing for us to do now. Let us begin to work on how we can do it right. So what can we do right now? So how can we get to the root of this issue? Who is behind it? Who are the people that are handling this matter? Who is the lawyer behind this case? And what is he really doing about it? So let us try to ask some questions. I think that is what we need to be doing now. So I would like us to just go away from blaming who are not doing it right. So let us focus on what are we doing? Which area are we now? Because it is quite unfortunate for me this morning when I heard Papariano saying that the DNA has not been conducted after giving us the story that they obtained the motion. So to me, because I think day before yesterday, I'm saying it like the way I heard it from them, that they have gotten the what is it called? This thing from court, that before this week and next week they will come out with results. And if up to this morning they have not even conducted anything, so what are we expecting this week till next week? So I won't like us to be like we are coming to the social media to deceive people. So we need to know what we are doing. People need to, because people are looking up to us to give them the right information they want to hear. So we should stand up to that expectation. So we can't be coming here every day just misleading ourselves, arguing, quarreling, cursing each other. No, we need to do some things right. So I think Baba needs to call up now and talk to. I don't know if other hosts can take in that way, because some of us did not know about all these things. We only come on social media, TikTok or wherever to talk about what we think we know. And these are not doing right. So we need to call ourselves together and know where we are and what we want to do. I think that is my summation for now.
I think the key thing is this, and this is why I've always said that communication is important. You see, you don't blame the public when they want to know, because if you don't bring your matter to the public, they will not get involved. There are many cases of homicide that nobody have made their business to discuss. Now, if this one is outside for everybody to discuss about, those who have been active and closer to the family of the disease, they owe the public the duty of sharing information, and not just information. We don't want to hear their strategy, really. We want to hear assuring information. Yes, there are situations where you give information that you are not sure when it will come out. Then give information in such like. You will say, oh, we are working on this. They are in the process of going to court to get to summon X person. We're in process of distributing the writ of summons, so that all parties that have been called to defend themselves are going to receive it. and they tell us the process, then the public will be, the public will cool down and say, okay, this is what they say. But if they come out and are giving us definite answer, and you are even questioning further and say, are you sure? Oh, I promise you, this is it, this is definite. And if it is not definite, the public will talk again. And that is how you manage information. It is not about you want to know where the lawyer sleeps, where the bailiff sleeps, what type of paper they use to write anything, or what kind of ink. No one is actually interested in that. What we are interested in, give information that when they follow, it materializes. But if you don't give those information, you will be creating a form of doubt among general people. Few we understand if they have full information. But for you to assuage agitation, you need to give some information that will not in any way jeopardize whatever strategy you think you are working with, but give quality information for people to say, okay, this thing is going like this. But if you do not get those information, you are creating agitation and people will continue to ask. So for those who will say, oh, go and sit down, don't talk about it, don't talk about it. The question is, what information did you give them that makes them to question it? If you do not give a questionable information or a half information, or you did not give them the scenario to say, oh, you know what, guys, this is a civil matter. And in this civil matter, the family are working on it. They have a lawyer working on it. They've already done the writ of summons. It's about to be distributed to all defendants, and we're in the process of that. And in the process of that, we have a month for them to receive it. When they receive it, they will reply the writ of summons. That is the problem. People will not come in a week's time when you told them another thing. I remember what the other guy said. He said they got injunction. I was asking myself, what is injunction for? You're supposed to summon those people to court. It's writ of summons. It's not an injunction. It's not that a matter is subsiding and you want to halt it. Injunction is for you to put a stop to something. Now, what you simply have to say is, oh, we've done this, it's a civil matter, we all agree on DNA, and we've gotten the writ of summons, and the bailiffs are distributing it to all defendants. So let us wait. When they've received it, we will know. When they reply the writ of summons, we will know. Believe me. A Papariano will not come and say we have not heard anything, because we've been able to tell them that, and that is not a strategy. Anyone that have dealt with court or that had a court case knows this procedure. You don't know your witnesses, you don't know the documents you have, those are your strategy. Nobody should know the documents you have to win your case. But you simply have to tell people, because this is a matter of public interest. So if it is not coming out, people will complain, please. People will complain. People will feel, oh, we are not hearing anything. People will feel, oh, where are we going? And again, if I need to add, don't blame them, because this thing has started going to 6 months. And they're again looking as if there is no headway. Don't blame them when they ask you questions. All you got to do is to itemize your question and give them quality answer that is important to them, not the one that is important to you, because they are interested party as well. Please, Chantel, please share your view, I beg.
Yeah, to me, what I would like to say is, wow. What I would like to say is, those around Baba are not quite comfortable. I've been saying that those around Baba, they don't need to be there. And some of them are already being dragged. Because for obvious reasons, we can see that those around Baba, they are there for their own personal interests. So no one can convince me regardless. So because like we've also, like all of us have said already, it's just going to be a repetition, what I'm about to say, because it's like you guys have said everything. Because normally there are things that are supposed to have been done. And I remember one Madam Ann said asked the same question, that Berekete should tell us in what area he's going to help with this case. Is it the legal? Is it the criminal? Is it the civil? Because there are so many things that needs to be done, but they are still not being done. And again, Baba's lawyer, we don't even know who this person is. What are they doing? You know, they need to be discussing, having meetings with Berekete. And another thing that even wonders me is, I think Arifa was here, and I think he was here on Paparano's live. They were together, and he asked so many questions, which Paparano gave him so much insight, and even suggested that we should organize a meeting with Berekete and the lawyers and whoever needs to be there, you know, to advise Berekete on what we think should be done and how, you know, how we expect things to go. I was even hoping that, you know, Arifa would even act on that, because I believe they're the ones that are close to Baba, but I still haven't heard anything. And I said the other day to Paparano, I even doubt if this guy is going to even pass that message over. We come here every day, we say the same thing, It's a waste of time. We wait for 10 weeks, they say 10 weeks, autopsy, whether it's toxicology, whatever they are misusing words or whatever they are saying there. After 10 weeks, they'll still come and say, the institute has said they should give them 4 more weeks, so, you know, they'll keep dragging it. And what would you say? Or then they even say, the specimen is even lost on the way. They've lost the specimen on the way to abroad or to USA, whatever. What are you going to say? So the whole thing doesn't even make sense to me. You know, I don't even, it's frustrating. You know, I don't know if we should have a protest. I've been saying about protests. Even that Berekete, we know that he's doing a lot, and we don't want to sound like...
We can't have a protest now. I mean, they will brutalize you. They know what they're doing. They are playing games. You have to play the game with them. You have to play the same game with them.
Let me finish my team first, please.
Sure.
We don't want to sound like we're ungrateful. We are grateful, but again, just imagine that Baba once had a pro bono lawyer, and we could not hold this man accountable because he was not getting paid by us. It's the same thing with Berekete. It's no difference. We are not paying Berekete. So, which means that he has a knife and a yam. No one can go and question him.
Hello, ma'am.
You get? No one can question him.
Hello, ma'am.
So we should be...
Sorry to interject you. Point of correction, please. Baba's lawyer is not... Baba's team of lawyers is not a pro bono. They are getting paid.
Wait, I'm saying something. You don't understand me, Gurexy. You're not understand. That's not what I said, Gurexy.
Okay.
What I said is...
It's pro bono.
Wait.
It's pro bono.
No.
Pro
I was
bono.
quoting Hold on. I was quoting an example, Gurexy. I was quoting an example that Baba's first lawyer, the one that Baba had before, was a pro bono lawyer. And he was not doing anything.
Mr. David Fadile.
Yeah, he was a pro bono lawyer and he was not doing anything, which means we could not hold him accountable. And I'm trying to put him in a similar line with Berekete, in the sense that Berekete right now, we are not paying him. He's a billionaire, we are not paying him, which means he's in charge of everything, expenses and everything, which means we cannot hold him accountable and we cannot question or impose on him. That's my point. So you're saying now that Baba has a paid lawyer. Who is Baba's lawyer? Can you tell us, Gurexy, and what is he doing? What is Berekete handling? Is he handling civil and legal? What are they doing in regards to so many things? DNA, the personal autopsy.
Back to this again.
Yeah, it's the same thing again. I'm saying over and over. So this is the thing. You guys are close to Baba. What are you guys doing? What advice are you giving to Berekete? What meetings are you guys holding to get things done? Do you want us to hold protests and you say we are ungrateful to Berekete, what he's doing for us, for the case? Because we're gonna protest. After 10 weeks, how sure are you that they're not gonna demand for more weeks, that the sample is gotten missing on the way, or the institute said we should give them 10 more weeks? What are you gonna say in that regard? And Mohbad's body that is at the morgue, who is inspecting that body to make sure it's at the right temperature and it's not being manipulated? Is there someone inspecting that body?
You guys are not even doing the assignment you need to do. You guys sit here and talk about Berekete. You guys should start calling Berekete every morning. Let's hear your voice.
Madam Mercy, let me finish talk, Jare. Who's saying that? Who is not calling?
Which one be let me finish talk, Jare?
Let me finish. I'm talking, Jare. I'm talking.
Try to talk Berekete so we can hear your voice.
We are talking in terms, ma'am.
This one family. It's one family.
No. It's not about that.
So take it.
Let me finish. Mercy, just come up. Yeah. When you talk, your turn will come in. Your turn will come, Mama. You will talk. Please. Let me finish talking my own. And I'm not putting finger on one person. I'm talking about us. We are making calls. I call Berekete every morning. It's jammed. If you're fortunate to make the call and go through, we are here, many of us. It's an information for everyone. Okay? If you can't call through to Bereket, these are questions you should be asking. And Gurexi is here. I believe Gurexi is close to Baba. I'm directing questions to him as well. We cannot come here every day, like you said, and we are saying the same thing over and over. We need to do something, else we're gonna go on the road. And we would even question Berekete if we go on the road. What is he doing? You understand? If we don't get answers. So that's what it should be, please. No one is ungrateful here, but call a spade a spade. So that's me for now.
So can I talk now?
Okay, talk.
I will rather allow Gurexi.
You came before me.
I appreciate
Gurexi.
I will allow Gurexi.
Yeah, Gurexi, Gurexi, go on.
Let's
Yeah.
allow Guresi to talk for a while, please. Let us allow Guresi.
Well, I appreciate your concern, Chantel, and your level of agitation is well appreciated. But one thing is, you are coming up with we are coming from a very good angle to look into the subject matter. That, okay, you are expecting results. What brought me up or what provoked me was that someone asking, this lawyer, this person, what has he done? He needs to come to the public and tell this and tell that. First thing first, it's not ideal for lawyers. If you call it a public, how will that person be sure that those he's talking to are not even those he wants to fight? That is, we have to be very critical when we are laying allegation or when we are criticizing. We must criticize objectively, not because we want to drag or we want to make a point out of aggression. Now, it's good that we're saying all this. And it's on this platform, when Baba has not gone to Berekete, that, they are saying, does this Baba know anything? I don't trust this Baba. I don't do this. I don't do that. Baba went to Berekete. Apart from the show, do you know the private discussions they had? Do you know the plans going on? Do you know the agreement, as in, do you know how far they've gone behind camera? When you make a show on camera, as in on camera, it gets to the attention of all the parties involved. But there are some discrete information you share. There are some strategies you're going to share that you don't want the other people to know about. Berekete, do engage Baba at, let me say, after every show, to tell and to make him understand a lot of things and what he should do. So, now that Baba had gone to Berekete, Berekete has never kept quiet on this. An aristocrat, you as a learned person, you know when activist is involved in a matter. An activist, according to someone who called Berekete an activist or human rights fighter, and as a radio station, a TV station that is being licensed under a government, even if you want to drag that government, you have to do it within the confinement of the law. Berekete, quite well, we've wasted some time, agreed, and everybody is to be blamed. Nobody should take any exoneration from that, as long as we are all in the camp of justice for Mohbad. We should have gone past all this, but as God will have it, well, we were being, let me say, a bit backward. But it's better to be late than never. When we got to Berekete, we thought the government was doing something. We were shouting, we were doing all we knew. And in the process, it took like, let me say, out of this time, it took more than 1 month, up to 2 months, for this case to be transferred from one lawyer to the other. They know the reason, they understand themselves, they know the complications they face. Because when we talk, we need to face reality. We don't just criticize because we want to criticize. You can criticize for people to do something they are doing at least more properly. When Baba went to Berekete said, "Don't worry." And in his speech, one of his speeches, he said it publicly that I am not supporting this man. No, I am not supporting Mohbad's mother. I am not supporting anybody. I am looking for justice. How this boy was killed. That if later this Baba is found wanting, I will bring him, or I will take him up. He said it in one of his shows. But having said that, he saw that, okay, in order not for him to take a side, let us look at certain things. Baba, Oya, you are the one that brought the case. We are going to look at it holistically and in a way that we are not going to. That is why when anybody calls and say, I saw it on social media, don't tell me what happened on social media. Tell me what you see or how you got to know what you are saying. That what we are treating here now are statements from this Baba. Hold on, please.
Hey, do you guys want to amala?
Anything?
Yeah?
Yeah. So, that this Baba has brought the matter up, and he did what he knew how to do. You see, there are over 1,001 cases on the neck of this man. If you go there, from what I heard or what I noticed, you see multitude outside trying to gain access. But he gave Mohbad the attention. Baba could have been there for more than one month trying to seek attention or trying to gain access into the studio. But as God will have it, he was there for just after the third day. He was given attention. And this man took up the matter. I would not want anybody to speak down of this man, because this man has really, we can be on TikTok and criticize anybody. What does our criticism do? Nothing. But this man waded in. We are only keeping ourselves abreast with information. Does anybody, well, the government will pretend as if they are not hearing because we are speaking on social media. They will pretend, despite the fact that it's getting to them. They will pretend. Now, Berekete took over the case and said, okay, within the law, it will not at the initial, without even, there are things there are venues, there are things you use before you resort to dragging the government. Let us give them that grace. We just took the case to Berekete. Berekete just took over the case. And he said, okay, he brought a minister. Go and tell the minister this. Go and tell the presidency this. A minister, he brought the minister because of Baba Mohbad. Forget all those drama. But he wouldn't tell anybody that he brought him to hear from them, to hear that. He didn't even tell that man. He staged the man. Because before that day, he decided to keep, not to attend to Baba for like 3 days. Until that very day. And after that one left, he called on the commissioner. Okay, Lagos State. Because when he called the police PRO that said all those rubbish. But one thing the man nailed that matter to is that it is Lagos State that is in charge of that case. If it is the police headquarters or the police themselves as a body are the one delaying the matter, he would have held the police PRO, he would have held him in the jungular, or go as far back as even dragging the IG. But when that one gave an excuse after his unconvincing narratives, he now called on the commissioner of information. He tried reaching out to Sanwo-Olu, Governor Sanwo-Olu, but he knew that, well, probably to reach him might be difficult, and that Sanwo-Olu was out of the state. He went to Dubai at that period. He now, at least he was able to get the commissioner of information who speaks for the state, who speaks for the government, to get him informed of how far. When he called the man, unaware, you saw it as, why are you calling me? Why are you putting me on live? Why would you gag me? That it was like, they threw jabs at each other. That man was even telling him that he didn't call the phone. No. He said, look at them. A minister just left here honorably. A common commissioner that was picked on the street to come and do something. I'm not interested. I was not trying to ask him of his wife or his children. It is the work, the duty that is being assigned to his office that I want to ask about. After cutting the phone, he still dragged. A man called in, one doctor like that, Dr. Bello something. When that man called in, he spoke and said, Benga, I'm not sure it's not like that. This is that. He said, well, with what the man did, I'm not interested. By tomorrow, he will hear the voice of his Oga, which means he was planning to reach out to the governor at all cost. But after a while, another person called. That one tried to speak some. But after like 5-10 minutes, he now said, okay, please, let me call him back. At least pride and ego, let me put it aside. Let me call him back. He placed the call on him. He said sorry, and that one too said apologized. He asked of whatever. They spoke. He said, well, the state is this, the state is that. We have been on this, we have been on this. The amount of money required to carry out whatever they wanted to do or they want to do has been signed, approved by the government, by the governor, this and this. That, okay. He now said, for how long and where exactly is the thing going to take place? He now said, well, it was not with that information as at now. He said he should call him back probably after long hours. That one now said, I will call you tomorrow. Let me give you 24 hours. At exactly 9 o'clock, I will call you. The next day, the man still remembered to pick his phone and called. He called the commissioner. He gave the name of that place and he said 10 weeks. Agreement. He didn't argue. He just said, okay, we are trusting you for 10 weeks. Now, one thing I want to bring out from there is, quite well, they have disappointed us in many ways. They have disappointed us because they thought our voice is not being heard. They thought our voice is just like a flame that disappears in the air. Now, when this man now took up the case, the state has been able to give us a time frame. And this man, when he said that, he even mentioned the location. He said 10 weeks. Out of curiosity, Baba's lawyer, who was listening, who even wrote a letter of consent, because Berekete, he doesn't take laws into his hand. He knew Baba already had a lawyer. He wrote a letter of consent to Berekete. That, okay, because before you can go to Berekete, anybody, one, you must do an affidavit. And if you said you have a lawyer, let the lawyer give me letter. Not only on Baba, because he is very careful not to be held responsible by the law. Not that he doesn't fight. Now, Baba's lawyer had to call the place they gave and said, if we want to carry out this and this test, how long will it take? Those people said 10 weeks. They said between 8 and 10 weeks. That one now give us a clear impression and a confidence that the state government has not done anything. They are just about to do it. That's why the commissioner was able to give 10 weeks, which is the maximum time for a fresh test of that magnitude. You get a result.
Gurasi,
Well,
please. Gurasi, please.
sir.
Sorry for butting in. Sorry for butting it. If I may speak the mind of everybody. You see the backstory you've given us. We know the backstory because we are all following up. 2 days ago, Andy was here and he made some information and gave us some information. Everybody applauded him. Now, what we actually need is this. We know the backstory. We've asked questions after the backstory. Now we are at the 8th week because that 10 weeks was. We are now in the 8th week. We have 8 weeks left. 8 weeks left. Now, the question we are asking today is, I know for sure that you are a very honorable person and you have in-depth information. What we want to know, we are all asking questions. We know we are at this point A. Where are we going from here? What is planned? We are not asking
yes, sir.
the strategy.
Thank you very much, sir.
And these
Thank you very much, sir.
answers that we need, actually.
Yes. Thank you much, sir. I'm sorry to have bored you with my initial analysis, but why I said it is this. It's just because let's take Berekete out of it. No need of dragging that man. That man is doing his own. It is
Nobody
what
wants
we
to
can
drag.
do.
No. Sorry, sir.
No.
I don't think anybody wants to drag
How long
Berekete.
this man has been okay.
No.
Well,
Nobody
you might
wants to
not.
drag Berekete.
You might not.
Nobody.
And I'm sure that's what brought.
No.
Hold on, sir.
Nobody wants to
Hold on,
drag
sir.
Berekete.
That's what brought Mercy Idris up. Okay. That's what brought Mercy Idris up. But if you want us to just leave it, let us come for ourselves.
We don't want to drag Berekete in any way. Everybody supported Berekete so far because we've seen a fresh interjection. Okay. But what we are asking is, what is Berekete handling in this matter? What are other plans? Yeah, everybody is like more people are watching Berekete program. And people are watching it more because they know Mohbad's matter is on the case. And each time you go there and they say anything about Mohbad, people are just anxious to know what's up. So that is what we actually want to know. Nobody had the intention. I for one, I can't speak for others, but nobody have the intention of dragging Berekete. We just want to know if Berekete is taking care of this, what is the civil aspect? What are they taking care of? That is what we want to know.
According to what the man said, when he said 10 weeks, that okay, it's not good. Though it's long, but it will definitely come. He told the man, Baba, you can go and relax, and you can go and just keep your worry aside. That let that 10 weeks complete, and then we know where we are. And he discussed some of the plans. And saying further, Baba asked him, how can I do private autopsy? He said, in order not to let the government feel as if he is doubting what they told him, that let us just relax and let them do whatever they want to do within that 10 weeks. That after that 10 weeks, then he will have every right to put up his arsenal and fight the government because they have disappointed him and disappointed the whole world. Because he told them the case is no longer national, it's global. Now, that did not stop Baba from taking a step to do what he thinks is right. The Baba is willing to carry out the private autopsy. A pathologist had been consulted. When the pathology was contacted, discussed with him, they were about to start. Now said, well, because the matter is under coroner inquest, which means it's within the legal frame. We need a court order to have access and for them to give us full, let me say, should I say
Approval.
interjection or whatever into
Full
the
approval to do
body
it.
that is being. Sir?
I said full approval, legal
Sir?
approval. They will give you legal approval to carry it
Okay.
on.
Yeah. So yes, so that is what they are doing now.
Hold
That
on,
is
sir.
what
Let me
they are doing
button.
now
Let,
on
let me
that.
button.
On the
Let me button.
okay,
Guresi,
sir.
just hold on. You know one thing I like about you, Guresi? I like the way you explain things and you give the background of things for you to arrive as your information. Now, this is one of the things I will say. You've given us two information right now and now. Number one information is this. Brekete understand and is involved. But Brekete says, government gave us 10 weeks. Let's wait for them to do their dance of shame so that they don't say we don't trust them because we call them. Now, if they finish their dance, we can now go ahead with our own, which is very fair. That is Brekete's side because he's also working with government. He's under the law of government, his business, so that the law of government. And you said something again, which is clear. Nobody has been able to tell us these things, or me, I've not heard it. The other one you came out with is to explain further that Mr. Joseph Aloba on his own said he still wants to do it because he wants to do it privately. And you just told us that he has taken steps to speak to a pathologist. And the pathologists have done the job, but they've looked at legal obstacles and they've said they need to get, you see, these are information people need. Not that we go today, we cut this. No, these are the kind of information people need. And people will say, Baba, I've given enough information that even Brekete said he's waiting for 10 weeks. But Baba has gone ahead to organize for him to do on his own. You see, when these communications are given to people, there will not be agitation. But if it is not, and people that claim they are close to Baba will just come and talk on the surface, not give anything, you know, people begin to say, what is happening? Because the last guy that spoke on this spoke as if it's going to happen tomorrow. But you have come. You've been able to give us information. And you said, you've mentioned the obstacles along the way. And people will understand with you, sir. So, me for one, this is what I personally expect. And if people are able to get this, believe me, they continue to support you. You continue to come to them. But when you leave them in abeyance or keep them in darkness, they begin to question. You understand where people are coming from? So you can go ahead, sir. So at every stage,
Yes,
when you are talking, we begin to
sir,
flow with you. We begin to understand with you.
sir, I want to be drilled and not to be dragged. Papariano drag,
No, nobody's going to drag
as in,
you.
don't let me say me, drag people. But you drill people, which I love so much. And you see, when you are not, you don't allow yourself to be confined in your own idea. You leave it.
Guresi.
New information
Sorry.
you're getting. But when you are confined with,
I mean, the quick one.
let's go.
Because he is agreeing with you does not mean just because he's agreeing with the things you are saying does not mean like maybe that makes
No,
your own questions
no.
irrelevant. The questions
Even if you object,
questions I've been asking. No, wait. The questions I've been asking, I mean, with all fairness, these are things that is really relevant. For example, now, the information you are giving, I'm gonna take you down, okay, please. Don't smoke banger now. Now, the information you are giving today, okay, whether that's what I'm saying, sometimes, right, if I don't want to respond to things, not because I don't want to respond, I prefer when I'm doing my own analysis, I address those things. I don't have case with you. I don't know you, don't know me. I don't want to have case with you. I don't know why. Like, I don't want to have case with people unless if it's necessary, and it's not necessary. I prefer you talk to the people and just have it going. Then do your own thing. We should not be scared, okay? I said something that day. The day I was saying that Spending will return all those money that he took, people thought I was lying. I said that we all share the same followers. People who listen to me, they go listen to other places. And me, I refuse. I'm a boss of my own. I have workers working for me. I understand, business, I understand politics. I know a lot of things. I may not be showing those things. Okay, when I say real thing, I know what is real. Okay, so but I don't want to go to these areas. I don't want to again have this session whereby I'll be questioning you, trying to prove something. There's nothing I want to prove with you. Let us get the right thing done. All we are saying is this: we are asking some relevant questions, but answers are not being given, and it's leaving everybody in darkness. For example, the pathologists you are saying now, if people request to see these pathologists, I believe they will never see it. I swear. One, and this is the first time you are saying they will. Just wait. Okay, no, okay, maybe they will. Maybe they will. Now, the discussion we had yesterday, we never hear anywhere where you say Baba has approached the court or any pathologist has approached the court. Okay, it's something, maybe because you are more of a historian. When you speak, and I understand everybody has their own nature. It's part of your nature. It's your own gift. When I see people speaking, I see their gift immediately. It's showcased on them. And me too, I have my own. Okay, we may not speak the same way. We may not carry ourselves the same way. But at the end of the day, we may be seeking for the same thing. And how we get to that thing is what matters. We talked about DNA the other time. It was, from you. I don't want to put you on some spot. Okay, because it's not needed. Last week, you said by this time, next week, something magical will happen. You remember? Do you remember, Gregson?
I do.
Exactly. But I don't want to have issue with people. I want to really see that I talk about more are people that are really in charge and who understand what responsibility is. I'm questioning their duty. Baba Mohbad, Berekete, as a family, on this case, since is the one in charge now, I want to have issue with them. I want to drag them. I want their fans or people who believe in them so much. I want us to know where we stand. Okay?
Hello,
I don't want to have issue. That's something. If you can avoid that, I think it will be good for you because I already understand the things you do. From the moment you speak to me, I know the things you do. I know where you are arriving at. I can say it. Okay, but I don't want to pin you. And I don't want to take you to an area where you may not like. So please, see what we should do. Let us just focus on those questions that people are asking. Let's try to answer those things without causing any commotion.
Yes.
Commotion is not needed.
Let me just round off. It's okay. For the first time you are speaking the mind of a friend. Well, aristocrat, help me speak to Papariano. He shouldn't drag Berekete because if the man notice. The man is ready to work. He works for people and he does what God has given him to do.
They want him to drop the case. This is what I'm saying here. Do you people want him to drop the case?
If we keep shouting him, he will drop it. And
people want him to drop it. Is that what you people want?
Yeah,
if he drops it, there will always be somebody who will take.
Thank you, and he doesn't want to drop the case.
That's no. Listen. What is what doing is what doing on this case alone. If you follow Berekete about 3 weeks ago, check how many audiences he has on his YouTube. About 320,000 followers. Right now, check almost 70,000 followers. Okay, there's always a mutual interest or benefit that comes along with what is well done. Whatever that is well done, there's always a side benefit prayer that comes along with it. You don't play. You don't be like a god when you commit yourself
Papariano,
to wanting to do something.
Papariano,
Just wait. You give blind ears to the side talks. What our talking should not stop him. If indeed he wants to help, it is for the good. We are bringing insight here. We are saying how about these things? How about these things?
Goresi, please wait.
There should be convincing explanation that is
Papariano.
convincing and solid enough that any
Papariano.
reasonable person can work with.
This man
Papariano, Goresi, please wait. I'm coming. Papariano, I want to ask this question: Is 10 weeks more than 5 months that we've been waiting for? That's just my question. Is 10 weeks more than the 5 months?
Okay, but look at the
that we
problem.
have
Look at the
been waiting
problem.
for?
There is a problem attached to that. There's a problem here. The problem attached to that is this: who are we waiting for? The same government that we have been waiting for 5 months, and nothing has been done.
Okay, fine. You just answered the question.
Wait. I know. I mean, no, just wait. That's what I'm saying. I said, what is worth doing? What is worth doing is worth doing very well. For 5 good months that we have been waiting, we hear that Baba has been working on the ground. So with that, for that, we should be saying that Baba team should be dismantled. Whatever team that was with him for all that time that the government has done nothing, and they were just the what have they been doing? This is a question to the team. For example, now when you look at all the teams that has come to rescue this man, Berekete is the only one that people have given full chance without too much questioning. Where is your lawyer? Where is this? Where is that? Baba has tried so many people, but people have not given them chance. For example, Oriomi Hamzat came in. We don't know why he fall out. We have African television. He was kicked out. He was not given a chance.
Papariano, please.
Let me go, please.
No. You speak for more hours. Right? You give history. You don't hit the nail on the head. That's the issue I always have with Grexy. Okay.
Papariano,
You don't hit the nail on the head. I don't all this business talk of politics. It doesn't.
All these things me
doesn't cross paths with me.
Is for me is a little bit of distraction. To be sincere, I will speak from my own perspective. It's a little bit of distraction because do you people? I still repeat my question. Do you people want this man to start fighting the government? Is that what you people want?
This is a fight against the government already.
Okay, fine, and he has a way. Is giving the government the benefit of doubt.
No.
What
It shouldn't.
is 10 weeks? We're already
it should
in
be the interest of the people. The father is fighting on behalf of the people.
Papa,
listen to what the people are saying. No. Hey, the man is not fighting alone. He's fighting with the public. You should listen to the public all the time.
Yes. He do. Because
the public is demanding. The public want to know what is going on. But he's working on the ground.
The public is demanding. The public is demanding to know what is going on. Now, the public want him to come and start telling the public what? What do you want him to come and start telling the public?
For example, now, the public is asking, why until now a DNA has not been done? Or the DNA process, why has it not been initiated? Until now, what is delaying it? Is it a lawyer that Baba don't have? Does Baba don't have people who can go through this process? Look at the certificate they talk about. They say woman was with certificate. Has Baba got any probation lawyer to really go and check whether those things are correct or not? These are civil cases.
Papariano, things are done step by step. You don't rush things like this, Papariano. What do you mean?
These are things that we are saying all the time. Since September, we've been saying the same thing. Nothing is done.
Okay, now at least in 3 weeks, we are seeing the light. We are seeing the difference.
But we have to keep saying it so that people will get it.
Good, yes. You are right.
Repeating it is not bad. What we are repeating is not bad. Unless it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not being done, so we are repeating. We are reminding. It's a reminder. When you don't get something, the reminder comes. So why are you fighting? Fighting with reminder means there's something hidden. There's something you're hiding. You shouldn't have to with reminder.
I don't just want us to be dragging Berekete, Papariano. This is what I'm still saying.
We are not dragging Berekete. We are just saying what we
shouldn't be
think
dragging this man, please, because 10 weeks is no more than the 5 months we have not heard anything from the government.
But the same thing we heard 5 months. We keep hearing it now on the ground. We hear 5 months. All that 5 months, what was done on the ground?
No, I mean, I'm not talking about 5 months. I'm talking about 3 weeks now. I'm talking
I'm talking about the 5 months.
In 3 weeks, we are not able to see it in 5 months.
I mean, let me tell you something. Let's say this. When something forces you okay, and you are a wise person, you don't let that same thing fall you again. You already know the position where that thing is. Either you skip that place or you take that thing away from the road so it doesn't force you
I
again.
can say that this man is a fighter and is ready
So
to
we have
fight
to be
this
extra
case.
careful.
Okay,
What we
but
have
we
to
shouldn't
do
push this man.
is
We
extra
shouldn't push
care.
this man the way we want to start
Can I say
pushing him.
something? As
We shouldn't be doing that. He wants to fight this case. Let's allow him to fight it. Okay, now I want to make you an example. Wunmi team that comes here to talk, do they give anybody any information for all this? Why? We
They
don't
are
hear
defendant.
nothing.
No, they are defendant.
What are they defending? They are, they are defending their
They are
justice,
fighting
right?
for their
According
life.
to
No,
what this
they
lady
are
said
fighting for
yesterday.
their life. We should be attacking. They are defending. We should be attacking. We should be doing a
So
lot.
we should be giving them informations. We should be
It is
giving
not
them more
information. I mean,
informations about
okay,
us,
let me
right?
tell you something. If
We
a
should be
DNA
opening more
case
information
is
to
filed
them, right?
already, if a DNA case is filed already, it's a public thing now. We will know that the case is already in the court. Knowing that the case is in the court is already ongoing. It's not a bad thing now. Is that big classified information? I mean, a case is already in the court too. Okay, we are already on ATO. It's already going on. Okay, and then people will confirm to see that that is truly going on, not just for mouth. Okay,
Papayano,
and these are informations.
please.
Papariano, there are some informations. There are informations that needs to be
They are
kept
brief. They call
until
it
the proof
briefing.
is until
called
the proof
briefing.
is out. Okay,
No,
there are some
it doesn't work
informations
like
that needs to be kept
Papariano.
until the proof is out.
Wait,
Papariano,
John,
just
wait,
let me help.
John,
Let me
John,
help. Let me
John,
talk to you.
John,
I'm coming.
wait.
I'm coming. I'm
John,
coming. Just 1
John,
minute. You know, I've
Okay,
been
guys.
going
Okay, guys.
for a while.
Please. Okay, guys. Please, sorry. Let's do something this way. If you all are convinced, please. Wait, no. It's not for me. Forget about me. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. Okay.
Yeah,
As long
yeah.
as you all agree with whatever they are doing, okay. Because what we are doing right now, we are trying to see how better this thing will be. If you all already agree with what they are saying, please count me out. Okay. I mean, ma'am, whatever I do is really relevant. Let's just go on. Let's go on. What
We
is
are not saying
okay?
we are not
No.
agreeing. We are
Forget
just
about
trying to
me.
tell you
It's not about
this
me.
man.
The questions I'm raising, it's not about me. Me, I'm nothing. I'm nobody. I don't want to be relevant in this case. Okay, I just want to assist in my own possible little way. So don't try to convince me or try to calm me down. Forget about me. My nonsense doesn't matter. So if you understood what is going on and the way the process is going on, let's just follow it on, please. Okay, forget about what I'm saying.
It's
So
okay.
let's go on with the conversation. Yes, I mean, let's peace reign.
Yeah.
Let's go on with the conversation.
Guresi,
Yes, bro.
I want to ask one question.
Okay, sir.
Can you give us some insight about the issue of DNA and who is handling the side of DNA? Is it Berekete or is it someone else behind that DNA issue? Because that is part of the issue that is causing a lot of agitation among ourselves that lead us to this side. So can you give us some insight about it?
Well, to the little knowledge which I have concerning DNA, on the DNA, you see, as Paparano tried to twist the narrative, Berekete has given the government that 10 weeks. If in the process of trying to know who killed Mohbad, if DNA issue is being brought up, he's going to do a DNA. But on the area, on the civil side of trying to see to clear the paternity of Liam, Baba took his lawyers, asked his lawyers to handle it for him, in which he will be the one to appear, he will be the one to write, and he will be the one to even request for it out of his own. That, okay, my lawyers, initiate it. And they've gotten enough grounds, which they have filed it. You see, we keep saying this thing over and over. The process might take some few time. As he quoted me, I said it quite well, very, very, that by this time next week, expect something, blah, 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 blah. I thought you approach the court and the court just issue out someone. But I don't know the judicial system, how only God knows how it runs in Nigeria. but the process is on. I can confirm that. It has been. Well, I just hope they start. As in, they give us what we want on time. If someone will be
Thank you very much. We don't
John, what are you saying here? There will have to be a representative lawyer from Wume's side, okay, that will attend this summoning or this particular hearing. We will see that person. If that motion is on, we will see that Wume's side too. They will voice it out. It's not going to just be one-sided.
Just wait a minute. This is exactly where I'm going. That is where I'm going.
I mean, what are we saying here? We are just
we don't want the full intake about it. We don't want you to say the full detail about it. We only want it in brief, just to carry us along. This is what we want. But my question again is this: is this thing handling with Baba's lawyer, not Berekete? One, is it being carried along with the other side involved, which is Wume's side involved about it? Or what are we doing?
Hello?
Yeah,
See,
I'm with you.
As I've told you, it's a court to issue out a summon. When the court issue out a summon, all these things is just being let out unnecessarily. Why? Because until someone is issued out and a party is served, that is when you can discuss it. But you can approach the court. Once you approach the court, the court will look for, okay, which judge are we assigning it to? They will sit and say, okay, let's assign it to this person. A judge will be there to accept it, and a sheriff will be appointed to serve the summon. And all these things don't take 1 day or 2 days. Our judicial system is what is causing all this. But most things that are needed to be done are being done. Even though if the public want more effort, that is where I think we should be calling for that. You have done what you can do, but you can still do better. Or this area you can do it. Okay, give time. Let's work on it and see what the result we are getting out of it. What I'm saying in essence is that the process is on. The process is on. Baba does not want to do this. Baba did not do this. Baba, look, I want to say this. Okay, let me just leave it. Let my word.
Okay,
Gurasi,
let me say something.
Please. We are not interested in what Baba is planning inside. We only want an explanation that they are on it and they are doing it well. That is what me I'm interested in. You understand my own take. I'm saying from my own side.
It is the system.
But what I want is it Berekete? Is it the directive? Is it inclusive with Berekete, or is out of Berekete's hand? Is it handling from the area of Baba's lawyer?
Berekete was not the one handling it, but
that is what we are arguing about since morning.
He was informed. He was
involved, but it's not handling it.
Hello, please.
Yeah.
He's aware of it, and is not out of his notice. He knows about it.
Okay. That's fine. No problem.
All right, Gurasi.
It's okay.
Gurasi, thank you, John. Gurasi, this is what I want to say. You see, for me, legal process is not a secret to anyone that wants to know. If you go to the north, an average northerner knows the process of suing someone, and it's a simple process. Now, for me, this should be the information, and I'll continue to say, it's simply managing information. When you manage information well, you do not create agitation. Number one, this matter of Mohbad, police have shown us that this is an homicide case. That is a felony and is a criminal treatment. Demand for DNA by Joseph Aloba is a civil matter. If police during their investigation sees the need for DNA. They will carry it out. They don't have to make noise to the public. It is within their procedure. Now, the one that is for Aloba is a civil matter which must be initiated by the Aloba themselves, not by the state, not by anybody, not even by Brekete, because Brekete is not a member of the family.
Thank
Now,
you, sir.
this have always been the question before now, that what are you doing since you demanded for this? I want DNA, I want this. What have you done? Now, you've told us that it's in process, but this is what I want to explain to people. And those who always feel it is secret, this is the process. You go to court through your lawyer, you write affidavits, you write whatever you want to write through your lawyer, and inform the court that you want to summon this person. Summon simply means sue. In other words, I'm suing this person for what reason? I want to get paternity for my grandson. Who are you? You will state it in that your document to the court. I am the grandfather and I believe I have the right. The lawyers will explain that. If the court sees the ground meritable, they will grant them summon. And the lawyer will now prepare a writ of summon. The writ of summon will show the applicant and will show the defendant. That is the person that brought the case and the person that need to come and talk, or the accused, whichever way you put it. Now, they will prepare a writ of summons, quote all section in the law that grant them to do that. And the court will stamp it and they will send it to those people. The bailiff will send it to them and it must be delivered to them. They must get the addresses because you must quote the address and the names of the people that you want to give it to. And when you send a writ of summon, that is sue, document of sue, to that person, it will be delivered by the bailiff or to their lawyers. If you deliver it, if they know their lawyer, they deliver it to their lawyer's chambers. So if Baba lawyer, for example, says, I don't know where Wunmi lives, that is not a problem. You know the office of a lawyer. You take it there and deliver it there. They will acknowledge it. If they don't have lawyer, you need to give it to their house. If at the end of the day, you don't get those people,
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Let me finish up. Just let me finish up. Just let me finish the process.
At that junction, please.
Okay,
At that junction.
okay,
I just
okay.
need a clarification. Most of these things you're saying have been questioned, and the answer I was given that okay, when we get there, we'll be able to sort it. I want to ask you now. Let's say, like Wunmi, for example. I'm not attacking, and I'm not saying anything. No. It's legal. Now, as Wunmi is now, you know, there is an homicide case on ground that our lawyer is Falana Chambers.
Yes.
Now, DNA is another application.
Yes.
If a court summon is to be served, are we sure that she's going to use Falana Chambers?
Now, this is how it's going to be. You know that so far, every legal matter, the way she has protected, just like Baba had a lawyer. It is an homicide case, so it ought to be treated by the government in the first place. It's not your business to go with a lawyer. You understand what I mean? If you are robbed by an armed robber and they've caught the thief and they are taking the criminal to court, do you go with a lawyer? It is the state that will prosecute that person. You will only come as a witness to the matter. You understand what I mean? So really, in a criminal matter, the person that the crime was committed against is a fact to the case, has the initiator through the police, and is a witness, is a prime witness. It will come and identify, was it this person that stole your phone? Yes, it's this person. Is this the phone that was stolen? Yes, it is the phone. You understand what I mean? It is the state through the Attorney General that will provide lawyers because we are paying your tax, and it is the case of that person against the state. For example, on this homicide case, any suspect brought about by police at the end of their investigation will be charged and they'll be defending themselves against the state, not against their Aloba family. You understand what I mean? So that is, nobody has any lawyer in this matter. But so far, in this matter, we have seen evidently that the Falana Chamber is representing Mrs. Aloba. Therefore, if Baba is representing Mr. Loba, just to say we are representing her to follow up with this case. So it has shown that she has a legal person. If Baba wants to do this DNA, he will summon her, and if they cannot deliver, the bailiff cannot deliver the writ of summons to her, they will send it to the lawyer's office. The lawyer is expected to give it to her. Simple as ABC. Even if she does not have a lawyer, you will go back to the court, because in that writ of summons, it has a date of expiration where those documents must be delivered, and the defendant must reply in writing. If you find out that you cannot get the person, you go back to the court and ask for other substitute way to deliver the writ of summons, which you can now go into newspaper or go on social media. You can post it on that person's account. You can send it through email, and you will give evidence to court. Bam, court have accepted that they've received it. That is when someone is wrong. You know, some people, they will take them to court. They will be running about. They will say, I'm not at home, I'm not at home. No problem now.
Reason why I asked that is because to serve directly at a first, let me say, at the
defendants, for the defendants.
Yes. It's going back to court and seeking an application for substitute service.
Yes.
It's another Nigerian court.
Yes, but in Lagos State judicial system is very fast. What you simply have to do, since you have lawyers that know their way, and it's more way, no more way. Since you know lawyers that know their way,
now in Lagos State, application, and most of the application being filed, it was even on this that I know that they now file application only online. You pay to your bank and you do it online.
It's very fast. It's very fast.
You don't need to go to court.
Thank you very much, sir. Lagos State has the fastest judicial system in Nigeria today. Now, if you find out the person is running about, no problem. Go back. You only have to inform the judge, and the judge will give order. Use other substituting means. You can say you can use mass media. You go on social media. The person is on social media. Send it to their account. Or the judge would say, send it to the lawyer. If you know the lawyer exists, except the lawyer now comes and say, I am not the lawyer. But so far, we all know Falana and Falana Chamber. Is this lady's lawyer? So what are we running away from? People that are abroad, they serve them writ of summons now. They send it to them. So if this is, I know it goes through process, but all these are not secret. So when people come and say they are secret, they are not secret in any form. You can read the writ of summons. There are plenty of writ of summons in the pages of newspaper. We read it every day. So at even judgment will be on the pages of the paper. We read it. Are they secret? They are not secret. Because even the court is a public institution. For the last 6 months, they cannot. They are all empty barrel making noises. We can see, all of us can see. And you find out that
yes, something. I was so shocked. Okay, I was so shocked. I was speaking to a friend there yesterday. I guess it's also close to Baba. Okay, I mean, this is not about his own personality. I respect people's personality until they decide to put themselves in the mud. This is the thing here. Everybody, to my own understanding, we are thinking that since Baba has gone to Berekete, he has seen Savior, who is ready to take charge of all the case. But I was made to be aware yesterday that no, it's not like that too. That Berekete is only, just like Lady Harris, like that talk with Lady Harris, they talk that time now, say Berekete is only, like Lady Harris will be saying that she's interested in the criminal aspect, and some other people can go for the civil. So this is the same thing that we are hearing right now. That Berekete is only going for the criminal aspect or the civil aspect, like probation lawyer that will go to that family, check their certificate, those verifications, all those stuff now, to see that they help ascertain some things like DNA route, all those things. That Berekete is not taking the civil case. That is Baba team. And who are the team? Who are the lawyers? They should not be shy now. Let them come out. Let's know who we are working with. If they need support, they probably will give them support. Is it lawyer they need? We hear about lawyer Odumosu. We don't hear Odumosu again. What thing they happen underground? People will not go grief underground.